Hey everyone, Jeff here, and welcome back to Brotato. Today we're doing a how-to video, and we're going to do how to win with sick. And since I am sick, I think this works out pretty well. Since we're doing how-to, we're going to play on Danger 0 just to get your win, your completion. And since I'm sick in real life, this way I don't have to stress, because I tried recording this different video, and I just can't dodge anything for the life of me. So, obviously at the beginning, kind of the hardest part with sick. You can't really get hit because you don't have any extra HP to deal with aside from what you start with. And obviously you can't get HP from HP regen. So what you have to do, I'm going to take coupon because it's the only item I'll take over a gun in the first wave. And you should just be rolling for weapons. I'm doing submachine gun. Slingshot is also perfectly fine. I don't really like submachine gun on Danger 5, so this is one of my few times to get to use it. I guess there's a couple classes that it's fine with, but overall I'm not a huge fan of submachine gun. Minigun's insane though. So you need to find a weapon that hits enough enemies to trigger your life leech enough, basically, to survive. You can also, I'm gonna take luck. The other thing you can do is pick up loot from the trees that you destroy, because they will heal you too. It's actually one of the strongest ways of healing is picking up the stuff that the trees drop, and the enemies sometimes drop it too, depending on how much luck you have. It's less reliable than lifesteal and HP regen, but especially on sick, if for whatever reason you're struggling with life or with lifesteal, the stuff from the trees can really pick you back up. So we're gonna take more attack speed. There is a diminished returns on extremely fast weapons like this, but for now we can take it. Range is, I mean, I don't really need to take range here, but whatever. Crit's not amazing on submachine gun. I think it goes up, but I can't remember, so we're just gonna let it be. We actually want more enemies, if anything, because we need the lifesteal. And again, the early waves, this is the first wave that's like any sort of danger, because you still don't really want to get hit. That said, what I would do is just focus on dodging the little red projectiles. And you should be able to clear out anything. Again, if I cough or something into the mic, I'm sorry. I am sick. I'm just gonna take some machine gun. Range is pretty great. We will take Scar though. Extra XP this early is good. Extra knockback is also quite good. If you have enough, you can really push back a lot of the enemies. Especially with this, and if you get it minigun. I don't know if minigun's unlocked to start with. It's been a long time. It's been a lot of videos. 100 hours of Brotato. Well, over 100, but you know what I mean. Anyway, yeah, even if it's not, submachine gun does the same thing. It's just slightly worse. So you see we're still doing 3 damage. That's not enough. This time with wave 5, we're still hitting for 3. Not great. Just take damage up. Pretty easy. Take range. Don't split up your guns if you can. Like, it's fine, but also it'll give you a harder time leveling up your guns in the future. To like blue and purple and whatnot. That's why I like to keep them 6 of the same gun, typically. Once you've played for a lot longer, you can know exceptions and whatnot, but if you're trying to win with everything, That applies to basically every character. On your first playthroughs. See that knockback in effect right there? The guy couldn't even charge into me. Very, very useful. Also note, there is a limit on your lifesteal. It's like 10 HP a second, so don't push too hard after that. More range is good. It also means we can take stuff like Cyclops Swarm, take negative range. I'm gonna edit that out later. Anyway. Yeah, so you see as our attack speed goes up, our the issue of being a sick doesn't really matter anymore. In fact, we're gonna be full health for most of the run. Just as early stages, it's dangerous. I don't really need more lifesteal either. It takes more luck, sure. So Tyler's kind of like not bad. I don't normally pick him. But I think it's kind of funny. Especially in Danger Zero. He doesn't do an insignificant amount of damage for what it's worth. Like, 10 to everything around you is not terrible. If you can get a few of them, you're kind of doing okay. But again, it's opportunity cost. That's what the whole game is how much are you willing to spend for what you're getting? Because you're very limited on your money and your upgrades. And unless you're engineering, unless you're building and engineering, he doesn't really like fit into that plan. So that's why you end up just kind of ignoring him. Here we could take Alien Worm as just 2 max HP because consumables won't matter too much since we're just max HP all the time. This is an interesting choice because max HP is good. Always. 3 armor is good because the first like 8 to 10 armor is very, very strong, and then after that it kind of diminished returns, but the first bit's insane. And the 7% crit is obviously just 7% through crit. And then I'm gonna take the armor. I don't know if that's right. Fertilizer is always good when you're using a ranged weapon. See, you get punished immediately for taking not taking crit. Hunting Trophy is one of the best economy items in the game, and now we don't have any except for that 6% I just picked up. Snail's also very good. Lemonade's very good. Submachine Gun's very good. We'll buy what we can and lock the rest. Maybe we get a few Hunting Trophy lucky resources here, but overall. You know, and now that we have Hunting Trophy, we know that basically all we want is crit. It also means we're going to have so much economy that we can go like full damage from this point. We should be okay. I would maybe take like a HP up. A little more HP so we're out of complete danger. And they get 50 HP. We stop having to really worry about getting like one shot or anything. We also took that armor before, so we're like plenty fine. Especially for low danger levels. Some of the things I'm saying don't exactly apply to Danger 5. I will say that outright. There are kind of some other things you have to worry about, plus the amount of damage enemy does is absurd. Okay, here's the most important thing to say. Don't ever take triangle with power, you instantly lose. Because it counts every tick of this damage, and you will just lose all of everything. It's terrible. We're gonna take a mouse. Mouse plus hunting trophy is a huge combo. More enemies, more material, minus 5 harvesting, doesn't matter. And lifesteal's like fine, we're already doing that. I don't want negative knockback. We already have a bunch of lifesteal. And honestly, it was a little late for being teacher. So the one thing to notice, our damage is still pretty weak. We need more for sure. Now, whether that comes from crit or damage or range damage, all of that's fine, but you need to be able to recognize and figure out where you're lacking. It's very obvious right now that our damage is bad. But that's okay. We shall remedy that. In this shop. And level up. That is not it. These are kind of terrible. I'll take a range. Alright, fine. We just have a ton of range, whatever. Unfortunately, submachine gun doesn't have piercing. We're gonna take the Cyclops Worm. We just took a bunch of range. Always take more guns, just upgrade your guns and replace it with a lower tier, it's fine. In some cases, it's better to go up to legendary, honestly, but you'll figure that out when you go. Like, there's certain guns have better upgrades at certain points. Yeah, this is one of the ways to get more damage, it's just getting better guns. So, this is a fine round. We also got so much range attack. There's a cat on my desk. He's trying to distract me. He's doing a good job. When you're playing, make sure to pet your kitty, but also don't let them get you killed by walking on your laptop like he's doing right now. Notice how I just took half my life in damage. Well, that's because I had to move my cat. Make sure to pause your game. So yeah, here's the problem with the machine guns. We're getting swarmed because we have no piercing. It's not good. It's not good. Range damage. We need it. All we can get. Sniper. You just take it, okay? When you get big upgrades like this, different guns, just take them. Don't worry about it. I don't expect you to have this unlocked when you're like doing this if you're your first time. But also just look at the stats. Baby with a beard is nutso. And it solves all of our problems actually. So yeah, I probably shouldn't have taken sniper rifle just because it's very unlikely that you have it. You get it from beating the game with Hunter. Hunter is very easy though. Once you unlock him, just Google how to unlock Hunter. It's really simple. Cat. Okay, let me pause again. 1 second. cat is literally trying to turn off my recording. So yeah, you could also pepper in the submachine guns with any other ranged weapon, like a shotgun or a rocket launcher or something, just to help your AoE, because you saw we were getting swarmed. And that was a problem. So you really need to identify, if you're having a problem in any way, of how to fix said problem. Baby with a beard fixes all of our problems. It does reduce the damage by a bit, but fine. Poisonous Tonic is probably the best item you can get. The cat, again, is persistent. Anyway, yeah, Poisonous Tonic might be the best damage item you can get, especially when you already have Hunting Trophy, attack speed, crit, range. All those things are good, and your HP regen doesn't matter because, well, you have so much negative, you're never gonna overcome it. See, now we're not even getting swarmed. It's also important to note Baby with a Beard damage scales off your ranged attack damage plus any percent damage bonuses you have, so that makes a big difference. Ah, cat causing problems. Anyway. Coffee. So percent damage, very good. Another Baby with a Beard is kind of dumb. Again, it lowers damage to sniper gun, but normally not gonna matter. Ritual's very good. It's all stats you want. It's a little expensive, I'll say, but there's no downside to it. I guess there is, since we took this little guy right here, but you know. I think this guy is modeled after Alexa on YouTube. Go check him out. That's some cool stuff. There's a few references to YouTubers in here based on items. See, now the projectiles flying everywhere, our AoE problem's pretty cleared up. We still don't do a bunch of damage, like 10 per bullet. Submachine gun, not very good. But we were attacking quite fast. You can see we almost took enough damage to lose there. Let's take 12 max HP there. That's pretty safe. Take the damage. So here's the thing. Small magazine, not so great. We don't want to lose a 10% damage on our double Baby with a Beard. We already have 0 dodge, so there's no harm in going to negative dodge. It's the same. There's another sniper gun. So if I was playing strictly just to be as powerful as possible, I'd probably merge one of the submachine guns and then have 2 sniper guns. Since this is more of a how-to vid and we're playing on Danger Zero, I'm just gonna upgrade it to legendary. But just be aware, like, that's not the correct thing to do if you're trying to be as optimal as possible. Which, I don't think you should play this game with a sense of trying to be as optimal as possible every single time. You just try to have fun. But when you get to Danger 5 and some of the harder characters and whatnot, you may have to make some decisions that are less about fun and more about what gets you the win. Pretty good economy. tree is good. We don't need this. 32 lifesteal is plenty. Range damage is very, very good. Like I said, we'll buy the sniper rifle. You see, it goes to legendary. The upgrades are huge. We will combine this, buy another submachine gun. So, octopus. In all circumstances where you don't have hunting trophy, I would take this. I do have hunting trophy, so I don't want to reduce my crit. It also reduces my damage, and like damage is like my main thing right now, so. Take your coupon. Make sure you're gonna take a coupon like that. You don't make it so you can't buy your gun like I'm about to do. So we're now sitting with 3 legendary weapons, which is like a huge damage increase. Obviously, it differs between weapon to weapon how much of an increase that is, but it's always going to be worth it. We're now extremely, extremely strong, and we've basically won the run at this point. So if you stay tuned now, don't forget to and enjoy the content, leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. Do a lot of Brotato stuff in roguelikes here. Might do some WoW content. 10 hours till that drops. I'm not sure what I would do, but oh, I'm sorry. I am planning on playing, so you know. All right, let's take more range. And we're past the point where fertilizer really care about that. Pickup range is kind of neat. It doesn't really need it. I'll take scope. I'll save this alien magic for next wave. It's actually pretty good. You don't have to spend all your money. You can save some. It's just that inflation matters, so you do want to buy what you can. But you don't want to reroll too much because rerolling gets expensive. That's something I'm sure there's a correct math way to do it. I'm sure someone else has figured out on the internet. I just do it by feel. I suggest just going by feel. A couple of rerolls and then stop. Unless you need something to survive. Like you saw, I think it was wave 10, we were kind of struggling. Hit a baby with a beard and sniper rifle, and all of a sudden things are just melting in front of us. We're still like not super strong here. I think this is just a bad wave for us though. Just need more damage. When you're not sure, just take more damage. A medical turret is kind of good for survival. Power generator is insane, but we have no speed, and there's only a few waves left, so can't do that. Take a lumberjack shirt, although probably past the point where we need it. Realistically, we should be able to stand in the center and be fine. Also, if you notice, our illness is basically irrelevant at this point. It matters if you get hit a bunch, since lifesteal is capped, but that's where you go over the trees and pick up the heals. Alright, so we're just gonna keep walking around, try and pick up all the materials. You don't need to pick up the boxes because they'll come to you. I don't think I mentioned that. Just take more range. It's fine. Not even gonna take the leather vest, don't care, just want damage. Range damage is good. We'll sell the one we just bought to buy the purple one. Roll one more time because it's relatively cheap. We'll take alloy next turn. Look at all this range we've got now. We're attacking basically as soon as everything spawns. Obviously part of that's sniper rifle, but yeah. All right, and then you still need to walk around and pick up the materials. And yeah, this is how you win with Sick. It's pretty straightforward. Find a fast attacking weapon. Use that to get you through. And then you kind of just play it like any other character, just knowing that HP regen is a complete dump stat. Anything that has negative HP regen on it, you can pretend that doesn't exist. And it's also a benefit to certain items that you don't have to worry about. And you become pretty strong, honestly. Like this. This item only says 2% lifesteal. For all the negatives, not really worth it. Earlier, I would have taken Lucky Charms. Too late now. Let's take another paper with the Beard. And the alloy. Blood donation is the same effect as your character. You can actually take metal plate here. It's a pretty big percent damage reduction. It doesn't affect your like passive taking one. I guess we could have rolled in. I forgot. I thought we were on shop 19. My bad. Anyway, it doesn't matter. More than strong enough to take out a boss on difficulty 0. Difficulty 5. There's 2 of them. I think we'd be a little more pressed. Because they have a lot more HP, but still, pretty good. Anyway, that's how you win with Sick. Again, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. But it's pretty good. And then you'll unlock something. I kind of forget what it is. Let's look. You unlock the whetstone, which is a very good item. So yeah. Hope you all enjoyed the video. See y'all next time. Bye. Hopefully I'm not sick.